alabag. Look out!
Yes!
Walang tubig na kalusok. Ito sa inyo. Two-headed champ.
Super rookie yan po si Roger.
He is the man of a million pounds.
Yes!
Domination by Asi Taolaro.
This is the PBA on ABC.
One team is looking for redemption. The other team wants domination in this best-of-7 series. As we welcome you to the championship capital of Philippine basketball, the Big Dome. Chris Alexander and the rest of Ginebra, they want to dominate. They want to take command early in this game, especially with the questions surrounding the physical condition of Adam Parada, ang import ng Red Bull. And so it's Chapter 2 ng Royal Rambulan here in the semifinals. Will it be domination for Ginebra or will it be redemption para sa Red Bull? Magandang hapon sa kanilang lahat. PBA Wednesday coming right at you. Nico Halili kasama si El Decano, Senyor Kinito Henson. You believe, my friend, that Ginebra might not have that easy a time against Red Bull today.
Well, kung titignan natin ang record ng dalawang koponan, especially in the double round eliminations, 2 beses po tinalo ng Red Bull ang Ginebra by an average margin of 5 points. But of course, sa game 1 ng ating serye, well, it was complete domination by Ginebra. But that was also because Adam Parada was not 100%. He was nursing a hamstring injury. Now he's 100%. This could be a different ball game here in game number 2.
Well, it remains to be seen if Parada is indeed 100%, but he definitely was not 100% in game 1, and it showed in the statistics.
Well, very clearly, no, si Parada only 23 minutes in game number 1 with just 6 points. And if you take a look at the breakdown ng statistics in game number 1, ito po nangyari, a 16-point, or rather a 26-point victory by Ginebra over Red Bull. And check out the discrepancies, particularly in the assist department, in the turnovers, and the points of turnovers. All of those signifying that Ginebra played excellent defense in that game. You know that Red Bull is number 1 sa liga natin in terms of assists. They're dishing out 21 assists a game. But in that particular contest, Ginebra, which happens to be the number 1 team in the league in the least giving of assists, well, it showed that yung depensa ng Ginebra really reigned supreme.
So itong Red Bull, they want to bounce back, and they like to bounce back with a vengeance, but redemption will only happen if key cogs will show up and play in today's game.
Oh, very clearly, no? When you're talking about key cogs, we talk about the locals who provide a lot of scoring sack and support. Now, Adam Parada, we did mention only 2 out of 8 from the floor with just 6 points in 23 minutes. He's really got to step up because ang kaharap niya, si Chris Alexander, is a man mountain who will dominate inside the lane. There's nobody in Red Bull who can match up against Alexander than Adam Parada.
And that's why it's so crucial to see if Adam Parada can really move well in today's game. Nakita nyo kanina, itong Red Bull, yung kanilang mga key gunners, felt silent in game 1. The key gunners of Ginebra, they wreaked havoc on Red Bull's defense in game 1.
Well, a lot of players getting into the scoring column for Ginebra. And you had 6 players in double figures compared to only 2 for Red Bull. And that's a major discrepancy in terms of balanced scoring. When you've got Ginebra running transition, scoring from the outside, and especially hitting over 100 points in a game, it's very tough to stop that big Ginebra machine, particularly when they're running, because the crowd really gets involved.
And well, this early, we already have a sizable early bird crowd inside the Big Dome. And now, boys and girls, bring out your pen and paper. We'll have a quiz after this. Let's now look at the Dean's List. What says the Dean for today's game?
Well, unahin natin ang Red Bull, no? And ang tema nila dapat, giba ang bumangga. And surely, yung physical defense ng Ginebra, talagang babagyin nila ang Red Bull. But as far as Red Bull is concerned, they just need to stand tough. First, they've got to have a good inside-outside attack. They've got the gunners to be able to provide the perimeter scoring. They also have the penetrators in Salino Cruz and Cyrus Baguio. If the outside gunners are on track, they should open up the lane for the penetrators to move inside. It'll make life a lot easier going up against Alexander, who's going to be shadowing that painted area. Number 2, no easy baskets. Alexander, 7.8 offensive rebounds a game. He gets a lot of open looks on putbacks. No easy baskets, no layups, no penetrations. That has to be a key to the defensive attitude ng Red Bull. Pangatlo, yung end-to-end pressure, which means they've got to pressure the backcourt men ng Ginebra. Ginebra likes to use a 3-guard formation. They have to be pressured. And you're also talking about turnovers. 9 turnovers ng Red Bull in game number 1. 27 errors against only 16 for Ginebra. Translated into 25 turnover points by Ginebra and only 2 for Red Bull. That has to change. Red Bull must play, if not the kind of physical defenses that Ginebra showed in game number 1, a lot more physical and intensity in their attack.
Now, how will Ginebra go 2-0 after today's game?
Sa tingin ko, hindi lang fast and furious but also feisty. And when you talk of feisty, you talk of Junti Valenzuela, who was the leader of Red Bull and is now playing remarkable minutes for Ginebra. Alexander must be their first option because if Parada is not 100%, Alexander can go berserk in this game. They've got to stay home with the Gunners. There are 4 players from the Red Bull side who are averaging over 34% in 3-point shooting. Number 3, second unit continuity. Mark Caguioa comes off the bench, but Red Bull had 56 bench points in game number 1 against 52 for Ginebra. So Ginebra must be careful not to give up too many points as far as second unit is concerned.
Got the 12th place in the 1948 London Olympics. Philippine team member of the 1941 Far Eastern Games in Manchuria. Known as the first coach of one of the PBA's 25 greatest players, Carlos Loizaga. He also coached, among others, the PBA Hall of Famer Baby Dalupan and Leo Lafox. Omar, once again, our friend, Mr. Gabi Fajardo.
Former Olympian natin. We're paying tribute to him. He was also a member of that famed UST undefeated team that won the UAAP Championship in 1946. Gabi Fajardo has passed away, and we pay tribute in his memory to a former Philippine Olympic basketball player.
Starting at forward number 2, Billy Montiel. Also at forward number 10, Junti Valenzuela. At center number 44, Chris Alexander. At guard number 22, Chris Pacana. And also at guard number 13, JJ Altuza.
Head coach for the Gym Kings is Junior Chico.
You're looking at the primary protagonists for Ginebra. There's that 3-guard combination para sa Gin Kings, Jongui Chico. Fielding in, JJ Helterbrand, Chris Pacana, Alexander, Junti Valenzuela, and Billy Momaril.
At ito naman ngayon ang first 5 ng Red Bull. Napuna natin, no? Si Chris Pacana getting another start here for Ginebra. He did start in game number 1. And in this game, this is only his 4th start in his 12th appearance sa ating Fiesta Conference. So Pacana getting a lift here in terms of his status for Barangay Ginebra.
There's Coach Yeng Yao.
Well, as usual, si Coach Yeng always shuffling his starting 5. Si Duncil did not start in game 1. Now he's starting for Red Bull. Ganun din si Mike Rayback, who didn't start in game 1. But I guess that's how Coach Yeng Yao is. He's so unpredictable. He also catches you off guard with his different combinations as far as starting units are concerned.
So the first field goal of the game is a TM3 mula kay Mike Rayback.
And that's going to be key, yung outside shooting for Red Bull. That will open up things for the penetrators in Red Bull. And you know that Rayback is the league's number 3 3-point shooter, hitting 40.6% from that distance.
Of course, mamanmanan natin itong kondisyon ni Adam Parada. Whether or not he is indeed 100% as he says so. 5 to shoot para sa Ginebra. It's still no score, no points on the scoreboard. And a missed TM3 mula kay JJ Helterbrand.
And that time Alexander opting to play outside and giving the shield for Helterbrand, so he did not post up. He was not the first option.
That's a traveling violation against Adam Parada, who will try to bounce back from a 6-point effort in game 1, although he did have 8 rebounds in that game.
At yung error ni Parada right at the start, no? That's more mental than anything else. I don't think that's a mechanical error, but it's very mental because I think he realizes that Alexander is a very athletic defender.
Yeah, I like it when Caguioa brings in Celino Cruz for this crucial game. You don't want to go down 0-2 in a best-of-7 series against Ginebra, and you bring in a tough, physical, and clutch shooting point guard in Celino Cruz, and that's certainly probably what the doctor ordered for this game.
Exactly, no? And Celino is one of 4 players now in the game, starting for game number 2, who didn't start in game number 1. So isa lang ang na-retain sa starting unit ni Coach Caguioa from game 1. That's Parada.
Here's Billy Mamaril, and he slams it home for the first field goal ng Ginebra here in game 2.
Wide open gap inside. Billy Mamaril showing that he can slam it home. You know, the reason why that happens is because ang focus ng depensa, ng interior depensa ng Red Bull, na nandun kay Alexander.
Meantime, here's Nahorda. A rebound, offensive rebound para kay Parada. Over to Nahorda, outside Dunsil. Dunsil fakes, Dunsil goes outside, back to Nahorda. Rattles out, rebound para kay Helterbrand.
No chance to score inside for Red Bull. Huh? Twice Parada deferred, did not go for the shot.
Ginebra down by 3. Celino Cruz doing a number here on JJ Helterbrand.
Hindi ko nakausap ko si Coach Caguioa, no? And before this game, and he said that they are so guard heavy. But before that, ano to?
So here's that slam dunk earlier mula kay Big Mama Billy Mamaril. Yakult everyday okay. Sigurado ka siya.
Nice pick and roll play that time between Jay at saka si Billy Mamaril. Helterbrand scoring. Yung sinasabi ko kanina about Caguioa, no? He says that he realizes that the guards of Barangay Ginebra are fully loaded. They're extremely talented. But in a long series, sabi niya, no, he feels he can wear down the fast, the furious, and the feisty. Feisty, of course, referring to Judy Valenzuela because he can rotate about 6 players against those 3 key players ng Ginebra.
I guess that's the difference of Red Bull with compared to every other team in the PBA. You know, with Ginebra, you basically know. It's as sure as the sun will set that, you know, it's going to be Caguioa, Helterbrand, and Junti who will try and make things happen for them. With Red Bull, you know, one day it could be Celino Cruz, the next day it could be Topex Robinson, and then another day it could be someone else.
Exactly. And sinasabi nga ni Coach Caguioa that he feels he has an advantage man for man in terms of numbers, no? In the backcourt. Yung nga lang kulang sila sa inside threat. And if Parada is not 100%, that's a major headache para sa kanila.
Yeah, because outside of Carlos Sharma, Parada is really their only legitimate threat in the paint.
That's right, and Sharma's not able to play because he did suffer that freak accident at home. That puts him out of the lineup for a couple of weeks.
Score natin 5-4, precarious 1-point lead para sa Red Bull with over 8 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Now Parada wants the ball against Alexander with 12 to shoot. Parada, he's not moving, and he passes the ball a bit low for Leo Nahorda.
Hindi ko nakikita yung mobility ni Parada. Again, he chose to defer. He's not going strong to the hole. He's not even challenging in defense ni Alexander. That's not a good sign for Red Bull. Parada must be aggressive in going strong to the hole.
Meantime, here's Valenzuela over to Mamaril. Mamaril banging bodies with Rayback. Alexander goes to Helterbrand for 3. Second miss for Helterbrand from Rainbow Country. Here comes Celino Cruz. Cruz on the move all the way, and he'll take 2. See, that's why I like having Celino Cruz on the floor, because he really gives you that aggressive attitude
That's right.
and sets a very quick tempo for the team.
Exactly, a lot of energy. Now nakikita natin yung strategy ni Coach Joseph Vichico of playing Alexander outside, drawing Parada also outside, and not able to get him involved in the defensive rebounding scheme of things for Red Bull. Ang feeling ni Coach Joseph Vichico, if Parada is out of the equation, then he can allow Billy Mamaril and the other players and the other frontliners ng Ginebra to take care of the rebounds, so long as Parada is neutralized by Alexander playing outside.
Still over 7 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter.
Miko, the problem with that strategy is hindi pumaposto si Alexander. He is not the first option in offense.
Here's Mamaril. Mamaril outside. Pacana, open shot. That's why he's in the starting lineup, because he has shown the ability to knock down open jumpers.
And you can see that right now, Ginebra is just going to their guards for firepower. They're not relying on Alexander. They want Alexander there for the defense, for the block shots, and the rebounding.
Here's Elterbrand. Eyeball to eyeball with Jojo Dunzil. Mamaril hollering for the basketball. Now he gets it against Rayback. Cross-court pass to Alexander with 10 to shoot. They're tied at 6. It's Alexander against Parada. Alexander makes his move. Blocked by the Horda. Now here's Parada with a hook, and it's no good. And somebody forgot about Chris Pacana. Outlet, however, was too strong. Here's Valenzuela, and the hitman fakes. The hitman fires, comes up short. Rebound para kay Parada. We're still tied at 6, and Celino Cruz will take 2 once again.
Well, more importantly, nakakuha siya ng foul from JJ Helterbrand. Pangalawa na yon. Now waiting in the wings, 2 players from the Ginebra side, 2 guards. About to check in si Caguioa at si Artadi. Coach Joseph Vichico.
So first free throw is good para kay Celino Cruz. JJ Helterbrand, Chris Pacana both sit down. Helterbrand, by the way, with 2 personal fouls. And Mark Caguioa and Kid Lightning Paul Artadi are now in the backcourt of Ginebra. Celino Cruz goes 2 out of 2. 5 points for Celino Cruz.
And everybody's talking about Barangay Ginebra surge. This team is on a 9-game winning streak.
9-game winning tear. In most of those games, they've won convincingly.
Up, taking too many steps. That time, maganda yung depensa ni Adam Parada, forcing Alexander to that turnover.
In fact, the last 2 games that Ginebra played, it wasn't even close.
Oh my.
Although they did play Santa Lucia in that quarterfinal clincher, Santa Lucia did not have an import. Here's Parada. And the Horda goes up without the ball. Foul on Junti Valenzuela.
That's his first foul. 3 on the Tigers. 2 shots from Red.
So first personal against Valenzuela. 3rd team foul against Ginebra. By the way, Red Bull is in immaculate white. And Ginebra is in fighting red. Rafi Rivas checks in the ball game to replace Billy Mamaril. And you know, this is also another Yang Giao trademark. He really leaves in his starting unit on the floor for a long time.
That's right. In explaining his system, sabi niya, he gives his players 7 to 8 minutes a game to prove themselves. To prove whether they deserve more minutes than what he gives them initially. And sabi niya, it's a system that's easy to buy. And he feels that these players become part owners of that system if they buy into it.
I love that system. I wish I had the coach who use that system on me.
Well, it's an equal opportunity system and it works. It works for Red Bull.
I don't think anyone will doubt that. Timeout muna tayo. Lamang ng 4 ang Red Bull here in Game 2. Back inside the Big Dome for more Game 2 semifinal action between Ginebra and Red Bull. Let's send you over to Eric Reyes.
Well, Miko, napapag-usapan na nga natin ito si Adam Parada at nakikita nga natin na medyo nahihirapan nga siya tumakbo. But I was really checking on Adam Parada and even he himself told me that he feels a lot better now. Mas nakakatalo na nga daw siya. At even Gia Vanilla told me in practice they're more confident that Adam Parada can produce well tonight. They're hoping na sana itong first quarter performance ay medyo mag-pick up para makausod-usod na itong Red Bull over Barangay Ginebra. Miko?
Salamat, Eric. That is the big question sa kampo ng Red Bull. Is Parada 100%? Is he all set to do battle inside against the big men of Ginebra, particularly Chris Alexander? Paring sa kanya kasi nakasalalay ang pag-asa ng Red Bull to get past Ginebra here in the semifinals.
Well, both imports have not scored. So again, yan po si Steven Thomas.
Welcome back.
Oo, he missed Sunday's game because of a tryout with the Cleveland Cavaliers. At yan naman po si Coach Bob Perasol ng Air 21.
Meantime, here's Artadi firing away. Yes, sir! PM3 for Paul Anthony Artadi.
And he took that shot with a lot of confidence. If Red Bull is going to sag out on Artadi, he's going to make them pay. Artadi is hitting only 25% for three-point distance. And that's only the second three-pointer that he has scored in this conference.
I don't think that's only. I think it's quite an achievement for him that he's actually taking shots from Rainbow Country. Meantime, here's Jojo Duncil. There's Leo Nahorda with those long athletic arms. 4 points for the former San Sebastian star. Three-point lead for Red Bull. Artadi handoff Caguioa. Caguioa double team. Outside Artadi. Chris Alexander was caught in a no parking zone.
Well, too much passing on the part of Barangay Ginebra. Artadi, Caguioa couldn't make up their minds who was going to take the shot. And Alexander was just waiting for someone to take the shot for the possible offensive rebound.
Under 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Here's Duncil. And the loose ball is picked up by Duncil, but there's a steal by Artadi. Artadi on the ball, and Alexander sends it home.
And that's the kind of energy Coach Joseph Luchico wants from his lineup. Ginebra now playing with a zone defense.
Here's Parada inside, and he will take two. So here's that swipe by Artadi. He steps on the gas. And a perfect handoff for Alexander with a perfect finish. Yakults, every day okay. Sigurado ka siya.
Iba talaga yung timing no, sa transition. You have to know exactly when to give up the pass to make sure that defense will not be able to do anything to take away that shot. Eh, yung pass ni Artadi, timing na timing, no? Pagdating ni Alexander, subong-subo.
Saktong-sakto. Go back. As we approach the 4-minute mark of the opening quarter. Lamang pa rin ang Red Bull, 14-11. Here's Caguioa, top of the key. Right. Rebound for Nahorda. Here's Duncil, slices through outside Nahorda. And Nahorda loses the ball. Here comes Caguioa. Caguioa against Celino Cruz, and he is sandwiched, and he makes it!
Yan ang presence of mind ni Mark Caguioa. Alam niya magkakaroon ng contact in that play. Pinagpo na lang niya yung bola. Ito, makita natin. Nandun yung contact. Pato yung bola. Off the board. Yes!
Well, Caguioa is a force of nature off the bench para dito sa Ginebra.
Totoo yan, no? Off the bench, he's averaging over 20 points a game. Ginebra has not lost since he has assumed that responsibility of being the sixth man ng Barangay Ginebra.
And he just tied the game at 14 with 3.5 remaining in the opening period. Missed by Rayback. And that's going to be last touch on Adam Parada. And boy, what a luxury it is for Jong Wichico to have Mark Caguioa play off the bench.
You know, and I think Wichico really had in mind yung rotation ng Red Bull, no? He realizes yung second unit continuity ng Red Bull is so strong, and that's why he needed the spark to come off the bench to match that energy, and so far so good. Caguioa with a baseline drive.
And he has 5 markers today. So that's going to be a foul against Caguioa, bumping Leo Nahorda.
Line down number 47, Mark Caguioa.
Quite literally, you have Mark as a spark off the bench. And here he is finishing this play. Artadi loves doing that. Jong Wichico approves.
You know, Artadi is a player who can really make Mark Caguioa play so much better at a higher level. Kasi si Artadi, he doesn't look for his shot. He looks to pass. He's not a shot maker. And Caguioa, his offense really flows from the passing ability ni Paul Artadi.
Well, Leo Nahorda now with 6 points in the game to tie this ball game at 16-all. Here's Caguioa against Kairos Baguio. And Caguioa will miss. But Alexander goes up without the ball and he is fouled.
And that's Alexander at its best. Averaging close to 8 offensive rebounds a game. He's averaging at 20-20. Meron siyang 20 rebounds and rather 20 points and 21 rebounds a game.
I'm on muna tayo with 2:57 remaining in the opening chapter. We're tied at 16. Back inside the big dome para sa laban ng Ginebra at Red Bull. And Ginebra, being led by Mark Caguioa, has been a spark off the bench. For more on that, here's Eric Reyes.
Well, Mika, there are really a lot of reasons kung bakit itong Barangay Ginebra ay nakaka-9 straight wins na. Isa na dyan ang dahilan, si JJ Helderbrand, of course, maganda nilalaro. Pero itong the spark off the bench, itong si Mark Caguioa, kita mo naman 20.3 points. It's really a luxury, kagaya nga nasabi ni Kinito, na meron kang 20 points coming off the bench. Sabi nga sa akin ni Coach Juno Soler, well, sinabi niya sa akin, talagang they really needed someone like Paul Artadi, Mark Caguioa, a spark. They need someone to sustain the start of their, yung starting five nga nila. It's very important that they needed someone to sustain the energy that the first five can bring onto the court. Miko?
It really is a calculated tactical move. You put Caguioa in the second unit, and you do not suffer quality loss.
Tama yun. At saka alam nga ni Wichico, no, na ang Red Bull, yun ang kanilang advantage, no, that they bring out a lot of key players off the bench palagi. So now, he's able to match continuity at saka energy from the second unit.
Labang na ang Ginebra 18-16 here in the opening quarter. Rich Alvarez is now in the game para sa Red Bull. Here's Baguio. And miscommunication there. Nobody wasn't quite sure, or nobody was sure who the pass was intended for.
Well, that zone defense ng Ginebra is forcing Red Bull to make long passes in the perimeter. And once that happens, those passes can be easily picked off.
Lucky break. That was a broken play. 6 points para kay Alexander as we approach the last 2 minutes of the first period. Here's Baguio.
Again, you see yung pasahan nila. Finally, they get the ball inside. And medyo nagulat doon ng Ginebra because kala siguro ng Ginebra, Red Bull was just gonna keep on passing the ball around the perimeter. Then a quick inside pass.
still a 2-point lead for Ginebra. With 2 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. And Salvacion throws up an air ball, turnover, as Mick Penisi enters the game for the first time. But remember, game 1 was a one-sided affair. Game 2, things are turning out to be different today. And that's a reach and foul against Paul Artadi.
Interesting that Coach Yen Yao is sending in rookie Reed Huntilla very early in this game.
Two shots for Saraswati.
The early penalty situation ng Ginebra killing the Kings' chances of breaking away sa dami ng mga free throws na binibigay ng Ginebra sa Red Bull. No? In fact, meron ng 9 out of 11 free throws ang Red Bull compared to 3 out of 3 for Barangay Ginebra. Malaki yung discrepancy ron.
Here's Salvacion. Sends it over to Caguioa and now to Alexander against Parada with 11 on the shot clock. Salvacion on the move. That's blocked by Baguio. And the ball is batted back into the hands of Alexander. And here's Caguioa for 3. Yes, sir! PM3 for Mark the Spark Caguioa. He has 8 points in the game. Here's Reed Huntilla on the move. Rich Alvarez from the corner overshoots. So 1 minute remaining before the end of the second quarter.
Ito sinasabi natin about second unit continuity. That's a check mark for Ginebra. Big scoring, 11-1. And look at Alexander with the put back. Another offensive rebound.
And Ginebra opens up a 6-point lead, 25-19. The time winding down in quarter number 2. Here's Huntilla. And he scores inside.
And this rookie can play under pressure. I mean, this is playoff pressure. And Huntilla scoring.
Meantime, here's Artadi to Caguioa. Caguioa fakes, fires, misses. 22 seconds remaining before the end of the first half. At naghahabol lang Red Bull dito, down by 4. Here's Huntilla. Alvarez on the move. And Alexander sends that ball back to planet Earth. And some last second substitutions here. Artadi will sit down as well as Alexander. Eric Menk comes in along with Chris Pacana. 8 seconds to shoot. Red Bull can take the last basket of the first half. Baguio uncorks with a TM3. 1 second to go. And that's how we'll end the first half of play. Or rather, first quarter of play. So it's going to be 25 for Ginebra and 24 for Red Bull. Ginebra trying to go 2-0 in this best of 7 series. Red Bull trying to bounce back. Second quarter is coming right up. Back inside the Big Dome, it's PBA Wednesday live from the Araneta Coliseum. And we already have a sizable crowd this early in today's doubleheader. Barangay Big Dome in full harness. And for Modern Ginebra, here's Margo Vargas.
Thanks, Vico. Kinausap ko nga si Kid Lightning Paul Artadi. Sabi niya, well-adjusted na daw siya ngayon. At malaking factor ang suporta na binibigay ni Coach Jong sa kanya dahil na-boost daw ang kanyang confidence. Kung kaya't pati siya ay nagugulat sa pinapakita niyang paglalaro ngayon. Gumaling daw siya, bumilis, at gumanda ang kanyang paglalaro. Back to you guys.
Well, Paul Artadi certainly has stepped up, huh?
Oh, more importantly, his shooting has been remarkable, no? In fact, his free throw percentage has gone up to 62% now, and that was a time when he was hitting less than 50%.
You know, it's remarkable that he's shooting.
Tama
And
yun.
then nung araw, ayaw niya talaga tumira. It was really all mental.
And nabigyan siya ng pagkakataon ni Coach Joseph Luchico. You take a look at what happened happened in the first quarter in terms of field goal percentages.
Mark Caguioa already with 10 points. Here's Kiko Adriano Alvarez as we welcome into the second quarter. Reed Puntilla fires. You know he has that shot. So Ginebra starts the second quarter with Chris Pacana, Rafi Rivas, Sunday Salvacion, Eric Meng, and Mark Caguioa. Chris Alexander on the bench. Adam Parada also on the bench para sa Red Bull. And Meng is rejected. Here's Baguio. And it's an offensive foul.
Offensive foul number 8, Cyrus Baguio. That's his first foul.
Well, with that attempt in transition by Red Bull, as you take a look at yung forcing through situation dito, ni Cyrus Baguio, Red Bull appears to be wanting to set the pace here in terms of transition. I think nahihirapan sila sa zone defense ng Ginebra, and Red Bull wants to pick up the pace. I think that's a key adjustment. If they've got Huntilla and Cyrus Baguio with Kiko Adriano on the floor with Rich Alvarez, this is a speed combination on the floor for the Baracos.
Well, Caguioa is Ginebra's man of the moment, already with 12 points.
Well, they need a stopper. Coach Yang Biao needs a stopper, and had him assigned on Mark Caguioa.
First personal laban kay Pacana. Salvacion will sit down. Duncil back in the game. Helterbrand also back in the game. And Adriano will go back to base camp in the early moments of the second quarter. Pinisi inside. Baguio. Baguio fires. Scores.
Nice post-up move. Nabanggit ko kanina, no, the speed lineup of Red Bull. Nakita din siguro yun ni Coach Joseph Vichico, and that's why he's got the Fast and the Furious and Pacana now playing together. Oh, look at that pass. Playing so well as a team now. Barangay Ginebra, wide open shot inside.
5-point lead para sa Ginebra, 31-26. About 2 minutes having gone by in the second quarter. Huntilla against Helterbrand. Huntilla makes his move and goes all the way for two.
Oh, this boy is playing without fear. Reed Huntilla.
Well, yeah, I call him a veteran rookie because he's paid his dues and has played a lot of years in the PBL as Caguioa misses. Meantime, here's Baguio, hounded by Pacana. Duncil, not about the three. With 15 to shoot, Duncil hand off to Huntilla. With 4 points off the bench, and Huntilla with a getaway.
Hindi na nagsono doon ng Barangay Ginebra, so they're rotating their kind of defensive formations.
Here's Meng. 8 to shoot for Ginebra. Outside Caguioa. Caguioa baseline. The ball was shot. That's going to be... What's the call?
It looks like Ginebra ball.
No, they'll call a jump.
ball.
They'll call a jump. Our Supreme Court tonight, there you see Joey Calungkagin along with Garchi Ferrer. Peter Balao is the third man of the officiating crew.
Yung sinasabi natin kanina about a stopper. Well, before that, here's the shot. And that's the call, yung jump ball situation. Yung stopper na sinasabi natin that Coach Yang Biao is looking for, he stopped Jojo Duncil to play defense on Mark Caguioa instead of Kiko Adriano. And let's see how he'll do.
There seems to be a confusion here as to who's supposed to jump against Rich Alvarez. And we're still not settled here. They will have to...
It's a loose ball
Wait a minute, there's a loose ball foul against Meng.
Loose ball foul on number 13, Eric Meng. That's his first foul, 2 on Ginebra Tigers.
Well, Menk actually made contact on the way down, no, from that jump ball situation. Kanya siya natawagan.
Here's Baguio for 3. Rebound para kay Meng. Jin King's on the move. Pacana. Oh, nice pass for Meng, who got surprised with the pass.
Ganda sana ng pasa, no? Hindi lang tumitigan. I think Menk was still a little bit frustrated on that previous call.
It was wide open for that layup.
Focus is very important in a playoff game like this. Actually, in any game, whether it's playoff or not. Okay, bumalik sa zone defense ang Ginebra. They're sticking to that formation.
Here's Untilla. Outside. Baguio. Yes, sir! Pangalawang TM tres na yan for Baguio, who now has 9 in the game.
And Huntilla's making a lot of plays. Eh, siya yung nag-pass back doon, kick out play for Scouters Baguio.
8.5 remaining in the second period. Here's Valenzuela inside Beng. That's going to be a holding foul against Rich Alvarez.
Holding foul about 32, Rich Alvarez. That's his first foul. One on Rebel. Foul number 14 seconds.
Here's Elterbrand. Here's another foul.
Holding foul number 18, Reed Huntilia.
Goes against Reed Huntilia.
And
And you know, here comes that combination again. You have Artadi and Caguioa. And this was the potent combination of Ginebra at the tail end of the first quarter. Artadi on the right side, and he gets tripped. And Yang Giao disagrees with this call.
Ito, panurin natin kung ano nangyari.
all players, please proceed to your respective
Jojo Dunsil's left foot getting in the way. Seems to have been the correct call right there.
I don't think there's any doubt. That was the right call. Nagkaroon yata ng second motion.
Okay, so they're actually reviewing the play. And as they do this, I'd like to greet some of our loyal viewers, Vince, Chat, Isel, Princess, and of course, Mr. Dodi Narciso, all the great guys over at Balance Gym at Discovery Suites in Ortigas. They're all tuned in.
Oh, Nico, the referees are reviewing the play to determine whether that was a flagrant 1 or 2. Kasi may tawag na yung referee that flagrant yun eh.
Because Dunsil, it was quite clear, he stuck out that left foot.
Now, there was an uproar from the Red Bull bench and probably because of the flagrant call. Ito, tignan natin. That was an extended foot by Dunsil and that certainly tripped. Kita-kita naman natin yun, no? In-extend niya yung kanyang foot. That impeded the progress. Saksak si Artadi.
That only works when you do that under the table. When you're playing footsie under the table.
Okay.
Okay, Joey Kalungkagin, who is our Chief Justice tonight, will hand down the verdict.
Penalty 1 on Jojo for tripping with contact.
Okay, flagrant 1 ang tinawag.
For tripping with contact.
That's right. Kung flagrant 2 yun, ejection ang penalty. Aside from free throws and possession. Ito, mababati lang natin about the improved free throw shooting percentage ni Paul Artadi. Titingnan natin kung talagang nag-improve na. Hindi pumasok yung muna tira. Kanina naka 3-point shot yan.
But there is marked improvement, I mean, not only in his actual shooting, but his mindset when it comes to shooting from the outside.
That's right. A lot of it is mental. There's the connection. As si Coach Yeng Giao, a leading candidate to be the next national coach.
Well, that is true. Even Jong Wichiko has said that why not? Why not give Yeng Giao a chance to coach a national team? And as a traveling call is made against Eric Menka, what about the merits of that argument? Making Yeng Giao coach the national team with this unpredictable style and his own personal trademark.
I think it's great. I think that kind of a system works very well with the national team, where you have a lot of stars on the floor or on your lineup.
Open shot. That's going to be last touch on Ginebra. Zontilla. Not that time. 7.5 remaining dito sa second quarter.
You know, in this game, hindi pa natin nakikita yung laro ni Junti Valenzuela to surface. No? That's something that Ginebra fans are looking forward to. Valenzuela puts a lot of control and discipline in Ginebra's attack.
A lot of leadership.
Yeah. Ito, matagal-tagal na nakaupo si Parada. Let's see what he can bring to the floor. He's back on the court.
Ginebra down by 1. And Caguioa misses inside. Parada clears the leather. Here comes Baguio. Baguio can't spin out of trouble. Here's Rafi Rivas on the move. Over to Artadi. 6 points off the bench para kay Paul Artadi. And the lead is back with Ginebra.
And again, quality minutes, and Artadi with a deflection from behind. Papasok na sana si Adam Parada. Well, he's making a difference, Paul Artadi.
He's made a difference certainly in the last 2 games of Ginebra. At the least. Meantime, here's Parada. Outside, Celino Cruz, he started this game. And that's going to be an offensive foul against Big Penisi. Again, caused by the peskiness of Paul Artadi. You know, there was a time Junti Valenzuela was the most hated Red Bull player by Ginebra fans. Now that distinction goes to Big Penisi as we go back to live action, and there's a foul spotted against Red Bull.
See, Penisi is still arguing the call kanina, or he was whistled for moving pick.
Siguro si Junti ngayon, ay salamat. Hindi na ako pinag-iinitan ng barangay. Somebody else gets to experience that as Tadi makes the first free throw. There's Junti Valenzuela, provides a lot of experience, a lot of leadership. And you know, he entered the league basically a role player, really known more for his tough defense. But you know, Junti has really developed into a complete player.
That's right, at saka yung leadership qualities niya, no? O, sandali, 5-second violation here. He was taking too long in aiming for that free throw. Tuloy, natawagan.
It's not happened every day.
Not too often. A rare occurrence, but well, he knew it. Alam mo, sabi nga natin, it's a mental thing with Artadi. Actually, it's an 8-second violation. Hindi pala 5-second
violation.
Yeah, so he was taking too long. Trying to get his wits together. Eto, backward pressure on the part of Barangay Ginebra para hindi maka-advance yung bola kay Parada. And sure enough, hindi nabigyan ng bola si Parada. Ball is still in the perimeter.
Here's Doncel from the corner. That's going to be a foul against Celino Cruz.
And red ball already in the penalty. Artadi is going to get another crack at free throws.
At pang-apat na yan, laban kay Celino Cruz.
Dapat siguro. Artadi now will realize that he's got to take that shot within 8 seconds and not more than 8 seconds. Siya na ba bigyan ng pagkakataon dito, ha? Smallest man on the floor.
Sabi ni Artadi, naku, concentrate nga ako eh. Mahirap to eh.
Now, Coach Joseph Vichico has done a masterful job in shuffling his players. Kasi alam niya na yung rotation ni Coach Yengiao ang lalim ng bangko ng Red Bull, and so he wants to be able to make sure that his players are always fresh on the floor. And si Reed Humpilla was provided quality minutes for Red Bull.
Kasi may nadali niya. Meantime, here's Duncil as we near the halfway mark of the second quarter. 2-point lead para sa Ginebra, 35-33. Here's Nahorda. Parada, drop pass, Nahorda. Where's he going? Turns around and scores against the defense of Chris Alexander. 8 points para kay Leomar Nahorda. He ties the game at 35. Here's Elterbrand. Junti has been quiet in this game. That shot is swatted away by Parada. Tuloy-tuloy shot lang Ginebra dito. 8 to shoot. Here's Junti for 3. Yes, sir! TM3 for the hitman. And that's his first field goal of the game. So 3-point lead para sa Ginebra with 5:25 remaining in the first half. Here's the Horda. Duncil. He lost the ball, but it will stay with Red Bull amid a loud protest from the entire Ginebra bench. And they'll change the call.
Well, that seemed a little obvious. Kanya naman pinalitan kagad ng referees. But that interior is so congested because of Ginebra's tough defense.
Back inside the Big Dome, Junti Valenzuela, the hitman, the former Red Bull enforcer, is now a proud member of Barangay Ginebra and entered Red Bull via the express lane, dire-diretso siya, no draft whatsoever. Direct hire by Red Bull when they joined the PBA in 2000, and he has helped Red Bull win 3 PBA championships. Solid numbers from a solid all-around player, and he was traded to Barangay Ginebra to provide that on-court leadership, tough defense, clutch scoring, and in game 1 he had 13 points and 5 rebounds in what has characterized his stint with Ginebra. That is solid all-around performance. And earlier he also made a TM3. Atid sa inyo ng bagong TM Discarte Sim, 30 pesos lang. May bagong diskarte ka na. Junti, of course, belongs to an immensely long line of Cebuano hot shots. And Ginebra has had a winning record since acquiring the hitman from Red Bull.
Yung pagkalipat ni Valenzuela sa Ginebra, that left only Nick Pinisi as the sole survivor of the original Red Bull lineup in the year 2000.
And for more on Junti Valenzuela, let's go to Eric Reyes.
Well, Miko, ito si Mark Caguioa. Ang laki talaga ng respeto kay Junti Valenzuela. Sinabi nga niya sa akin, si Junti is like a stabilizer for Barangay Ginebra. He's also a factor daw kung bakit sila naka 9 straight wins because he brings stability to the team, lalo na pagdating sa crucial stretches of the ballgame. Miko?
A lot will certainly agree with that observation, Eric. Meantime, here's Reed Huntilla, who has been shooting well in this game. Pinisi fires a pass para kay Duncil. Duncil has the ball with 15 to shoot. Red Bull down by 3. And Nahorda makes it a 1-point game.
And Nahorda has been able to find that gap in the middle. Sa depensa ng Barangay Ginebra, he's using good movement without the ball.
Here's Valenzuela.
Ayan ang intelligent play. Alam ni Valenzuela, nasa penalty situation ang Red Bull.
Well, here's Mr. Fearless, Ronald Tubid, who is out of commission.
At katabi niya, sino yan?
You really
Ganda
must
ng
like
hairdo.
the haircut of Mike Holper.
Yeah.
Palagay ko, kinito, bagay na bagay sa iyo.
Ayan ang afro look. Alam mo, uso na naman yung pahabaan ng buhok.
Pag ginawa mo yan, kinito, hindi ka lang El Decano, El Payaso ka pa.
Ayan, si Mike Holper.
Paano na yan? Nagpo-protesta siya. Hindi ako magpapagupit hanggat makalaro ako ulit.
Pahabaan na lang ng buhok. And
4:15 remaining
here.
in the second quarter, and there's a foul spotted here in the backcourt.
You see, Rafi Rivi is applying some help doon sa kanilang trap defense. Talaga makakagulat yun. If you have someone with such a wingspan as Rafi Rivis providing some trap defense in the backcourt.
Here's Huntilla. Drop pass. And There's a foul against Alexander, trying to swat that basket, that attempt by Parada.
You know, Puntilla continues to make the plays. Siya yung nag-drive in doon. At siya din ang nagbigay ng trap pass kay Adam Parada. And it's important that he gets involved in the offense. And so far si Parada with only 4 very quiet points. Parada's going 1 out of 4 from the floor.
You know, Reed Huntilla is no greenhorn. I mean, yes, he is a rookie in a PBA free agent pickup by Red Bull, but he's been around. Also has had championship experience in the PBL and has played in many wars, both here in Metro Manila and in Cebu in particular. So sana ito sa gera. Here's Huntilla inside, Parada with nowhere to go. Still lots of time to shoot for Red Bull. Here's Nahorda, who's played well so far in this game. Back to Parada. And here's Parada. He fires. It's going to be a loose ball foul against Nahorda.
And Valenzuela will go back to the line.
There's a foul number 14 laying on penalty. That was the second foul on laying on. 2 shots for Ginebra Dragons.
Kaibigan natin ng isang die-hard basketball fan, si Bayani Agbayani. Really, absolutely is crazy over basketball.
Oh yes.
Mapa PBA, mapa NBA. Really loves the game. And he's a student of the game because his love for the game dates back to, you know, panahon ng Toyota, Crispa.
Okay, a goaltending violation has just been called. Kasi yung bola was halfway inside. Now, there is a rule that says that you can tap the ball away after it hits the ring, but it has to be above the cylinder.
Right.
Kung papasok na or part of the ball is already inside the netted area. That's a 2-point basket. 2-point basket yun because it was a goaltending violation.
So now it's a 6-point lead para sa Ginebra. Penisi will sit down. Rayback rejoins the game.
So mabigat yun, 2 points ang binigay sa Barangay Ginebra because it was a goaltending violation. Even if it was off a second free throw.
Here's Baguio. 1-on-1. That's a foul given up by Valenzuela.
Well, wala pa naman sa penalty ang Ginebra.
Third personal against the hitman. 3 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. And Reed Huntilla is sizzling off the bench now with 12 points, and that's a TM3. He has doubled his output from game 1.
And he's keeping Red Bull's hopes alive. You know, despite the fact that halos walang quality minutes ang binibigay ni Adam Parada for Red Bull, they're just behind by 3 points.
Second personal against Huntilla, and Hilterbrand will have free throws when we return. Lamang ang Ginebra 46-43 here in Game 2 of the semifinals. Back inside the Big Dome for more PBA Wednesday semi-final action between Ginebra and Red Bull. And already a big Wednesday crowd here. You'll also catch the second game of the semi-finals between Magnolia and Air 21 later tonight. At ito po ang mga contestants sa PBA Sports Riding Contest. 40 participants trying to get the top prize of 30,000 big ones para sa PBA Sports Riding Contest. Ayan, si Mr. Tito Talao, si Mr. Nelson Beltran, at ang ating iba pang mga kaibigan from press row.
Substitution Sunday Salvation for Ginebra as well.
So here's Reed Huntilla, who's been the surprise package for Red Bull in this game.
Well, that time he clearly broke down the defense ng Barangay Ginebra, thinking that he would pass.
2 shots for Ginebra on the rack.
12 points in 14 minutes so far for Huntilla.
(47-43) game in favor of Ginebra. Under 3 minutes to go in the second period. Caguioa on the right side to Parada, top of the key. Parada has been quiet in this game. Here's Baguio. 9 to shoot. Baguio pa rin ang mintangan ng bola. Laban kay Caguioa. Baguio fires and shoots an air ball. Caguioa continues to score off the bench now with 14 points.
And more transition points for Barangay Ginebra. And yung one-on-one move. Hindi talaga kaya ni Parada, no? Alexander's always right there for the defense, but
2 minutes.
yan ang importante part there, no? If Parada is able to draw the defender, si Alexander towards him, then he can get some help offensive rebounding from his teammates.
By the way, nakita nyo sa inyong mga TV screens kanina, mga kaibigan natin sa press row, Elon Galvez of the Bulletin, and Grace Torres of Balita. Of course, Tito Tala was also there, also from the Bulletin and Tempo, and of course, Nelson Beltran writes for what paper?
The number 1 paper. Where the truth will always prevail.
Ayun. I'll try my best to read it from cover to cover. Of course, yan ang Philippine style. Meantime, here's Caguioa. Caguioa on the move. That's a goaltend. And this will mean Caguioa will have 16 points to his name.
Ito nakita natin yung shield provided by Rafi Rivas and the goaltend violation.
Well, both teams are now in the penalty with 109 remaining in the first half.
That is the first foul on Rafi Rivas.
Si Rafi Rivas ang tinawagan ng kanyang first personal foul.
2 shots for
This will send Ray back to the line, allowing us to say hi to John and Pam Pensotes. Watching this game with bated breath. As Rayback goes 2 out of 2. 5 points today para kay Rayback. Labang pa rin ang Ginebra, 53-47. 1 minute remaining in the second quarter. Here's Elterbrand for 3 off the mark. Elterbrand on the move. Here's Salvacion outside Caguioa. Caguioa pounded by Baguio. Here's Rivas with 15 to shoot. Salvacion for 3. No, sir. Here's Baguio. Try to go coast to coast. Oh, that's magic time! Woo!
Ito yung atake ni Cyrus Baguio na hinihintay ng mga Red Bull fans. Boy, he certainly can push up that ball.
Time winding down here in the first half. It's a turnover. Apat ang inahabol ng Red Bull at hindi na mahabol ni Baguio ang bola as it bounces out of bounds. Timeout muna tayo with just 15.8 seconds remaining here in the first half. It's a 30-second timeout for Ginebra. They'll try to map out a last play here. Touch the sky with Cyrus Baguio.
Coming din ang ano nun.
Here's another look. He goes behind the back. And against Rafi Rivas, not a problem. No look layup. What a guy.
Only he can do that. Eto, Bagyong Cyrus, mga kaibigan. Last 4 conference conferences. Ito po mga kanyang points and assists. And he just keeps getting better and better. Skyros Baguio. Napapanahon na.
And today he has 11 points already in double figures, shooting well from the field in 12 scintillating minutes of play. You know, we might as well, name our best plays, the Cyrus Baguio plays of the week, because he's always part of the list. In the meantime, 10 seconds remaining dito sa first half. And JJ Helterbrand will probably try to make things happen here with 4 seconds to go. Helterbrand scores!
Well, he was up against the rookie, Reed Huntilla. They spread the floor, gave him a one-on-one opportunity. That's a perfect play.
Diyan magtatapos ang first half with Ginebra holding on to a 6-point lead against Red Bull. Ginebra getting a boost off the bench from who else? Mark the Spark Caguioa, who is with Eric Reyes.
Mark, how would you assess your first half of play?
Well, I don't think we're doing quite well, especially down on the defense. Our offense still kind of struggling, but hopefully next half we can pick it up.
Actually, very aggressive ka pa rin ngayon. You scored 15 points in the first game. Ngayon, halos 16, almost 20 points ka na.
Syempre, every semifinals na to, you gotta step up your game. You gotta be like siguro a Super Saiyan. Go to another level.
Thanks, see you in the second half. Nico?
Alright, salamat kay Mark Caguioa. Dragon Ball Z fan pala ito. Super Saiyan pa. May Super Saiyan pa nalalaman si Mark Caguioa. So ito, Ginebra lamang 55-49 against Red Bull here in Game 2. Remember, Ginebra tried to go 2-0 in the semifinals. We'll be back with more from the Big Dome.